that beauty, that symphony.
I like to hear more of that too.
Mm-hmm. Now, in this special time together, do you have any requests of your higher self or any needs that you'd like to make known?
Yeah, but I don't know how to say it. But I think my higher self understood it.
Well, why don't you use telepathy with your higher self?
Okay.
And just take a quiet moment to communicate what it is that you want and need in this meeting today. To request.
I am requesting actually that I don't feel afraid connecting to this part of me every day. You know, that it's okay. It's almost like I have to do it secretly. I have to have a secret date.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like you've had to have secret dates. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it has to be short.
Mm-hmm.
And I want it to be longer. I want it to be a lot.
So ask higher self about this and to give you some insight or new awareness about your fear and how you've had to kind of keep it secret and short in the past.
Can't say anything. It's just, you know, holding me. It's almost, if I can translate that, is don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's one of its favorite comments to you, isn't it?
Yes. Don't worry about it.
Don't
Yeah.
worry about it. So rather than worrying about it, what message is it bringing you? Giving you permission to do or be?
You're on the right track. Keep practicing. Keep practicing.
Mm-hmm. Is there any information about your worry, your fear from the past, about your higher self relationship?
Yeah, he said this reminds you of something in your past, but it's okay. It's clearing out. Don't worry about it. And it's more like just practice.
Is there anything about that past thing that higher self wants to bring to you now or clear now?
Okay. I mean, it told me what it was about already. And would you like me to share it?
It's up to you. It's up to you, whatever you're comfortable with.
Whatever you need. Has something to do with, in the past, I wanted to see my mother. And I have to do it that way too, secretly and short.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what apparently is the pattern.
Okay. Okay.
So what this part is, what my higher self is saying is that that energy is moving out as I claim and practice that it's okay for me to just enjoy my life.
Okay. All right. So that child self has permission now to have her needs met through the higher self. More fully, more often, in an open way. So let's make some space for that child part to be connecting today, to clear out those patterns.
My child part say, I love my higher self. So cute.
How old is your little child in this experience today? How old does she feel?
Oh, it feels like 3 or 4.
Uh-huh. Is there anything else that she needs right now?
No, she's just very happy that I help her come to this place.
Mm-hmm. Good. Well, she's welcome in the gazebo with all of you. There might be some special way in this meeting today that the healing of those patterns is taking place. What are you experiencing now? What's happening?
Speaking from my adult self here, there's tears coming on the left side, but the right side is not. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And the inside in my journey, my little child is busy playing, doing stuff on the table on her own, but talking to herself, muttering to herself. But she's muttering with higher self. Playing together. And she's having a good time.
Good. And
building things. I don't know.
And she can have as much time and space to do that as she wants now. And she can do it in an inner way, in a private way, or she can express herself in an outer way.
And she says she's too busy to talk to me.
She's too busy to talk to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay. I'm enjoying it.
Now, as she's playing with the higher self and muttering to herself and having a joyful time, what about your needs as the adult? How would you like to connect up with the higher self for yourself today? Because the higher self is everywhere all the time within you. So all of your parts can have access to it.
It's a very good question.
My guess is that this would be the part that was worried about getting here on time today, driving you through the tunnel. What does she need?
I'm sensing it needs to not be afraid of my higher self, which is really interesting. Now I'm like, Okay,
so why don't you wonder about what this fear is about?
love is what comes up, which is strange. And maybe there's like love bridging it. I don't know. It's just like there's an energy of a bridging that's I felt this way.
Between what and what is bridging?
Like between my higher self and this part that was afraid. It's
Okay.
almost my higher self is, well, with the inner child, my higher self can just embrace her. And
Right.
this one seems to be a little bit more reticent. So it's almost just sending telepathically a message of some sort
Okay.
of love.
So why don't you just receive what is ever being bridged right now? What's happening?
The part that was worried about me getting here on time was saying to me, that this higher self is tricky, tricky, like a trickster. No, not a trickster. It doesn't make sense. But it's more like, oh, now I lost it. But there was that feeling of, oh, I don't know about this. And the higher self just continues sending love. And I'm laughing because I'm watching this whole thing happening.
What is that part's reticence that says, I don't know about this? I don't know about this love stuff.
It says very quickly that my higher self has all sorts of ideas that part doesn't really feel applicable or works.
So what does it need? What does that part need?
It doesn't know. It wants to support me, but it doesn't know how to feel safe. It doesn't. It's saying, I can ask the higher self to change, but that's not going to happen. So it's at least clear about that one. But I don't know how I can feel safe. That's what it says.
Well, ask the higher self about that.
Okay. The higher self said, it will not ask me to do anything I don't want to do. It can suggest, and I can always say no.
That's right. That's right.